So you don't do this.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the person. Go ahead. If anybody feels to step in, of course.
No, man, nobody's stepping in. You're alone.
Nobody. Okay, based on what happened in court, can you explain to Jamaica what happened? How would it go from here?
What happened today was the first date for court. The Crown outlined its allegations that police officers indicated that they received a report. Based on that, the report, they engaged with a person that the clerk initially said was a young man. But we were able to say, no, it's a 60-year-old man, and the community knows that he's somebody who has mental health issues. They received a report. Acting on that report, they engaged with him on our instructions. What they did by engaging was to seek to search him. He resisted because he's not agreeing with the report. And on our instructions, the police, one officer in particular, started to beat him with a baton, while a colleague stood up with a firearm. He didn't use the firearm, but he stood with a long gun, it's described as a long gun, and they were beating him. All four persons who are before the court, of a crowd of persons who were all raising their voice. We have the current past mayor, the current candidate for the People's National Party. We have a justice of the peace. We have a pastor. And we have a businessman who is a senior and a responsible person for decades within the community. They are the ones who are before the court. They're the ones who all spoke up with a view to alerting the police officer that the man that you're beating with the baton is a person of unsound mind. One officer in his statement acknowledges that the justice of the peace, the lone female who is before the court, the person who has been a candidate for councillor, she did say to him that he is a person who is not mentally well. We have asked for whatever information exists in the police records touching on concerning the report that the police say they received that had initiated all of this. The clerk is not in possession of that. She's not expecting those persons to come forward. Nothing to support that report that the police say they received that initiated what had transpired. One of the concerns that was raised in court was on the allegations of the Crown. Mr. Williams is alleged to have said certain things, but those are words. They are political in tone, but that's it. He has said words to criticize what he saw. The female spoke up on my instructions. My clans spoke up. The officers are saying more happened. We were able to demonstrate in court that the narratives that they gave are inconsistent. They contradict each other in the statements that they have already given. And the statements that they gave with regards to how the arrest, or rather the serving of the summons occurred, the summonses were served when the parties were with the senior superintendent for the parish having discussions, because these are individuals who have had, by their very work, their commitment to civic duties, their engagement with their communities, have had a long-standing relationship with the senior superintendents of this parish. They were actually in a meeting with council in court present when summonses were presented and served. The officer who gave a statement as a part of the Crown's case has given a version of events that is different. He contradicts the clans and an attorney who was present and able to say to the court, my friend here, that what they have said with regards to the serving of the summonses, that's not true, that's not what happened. That's not even the officer who was involved. So the matter is coming for case management to confirm that we have everything. One of the things that we intend to do is to go check those station diaries ourselves to see if there's anything anywhere in the records to support what the officers are saying is the genesis of this matter. In circumstances where we're saying all we did was to try and alert you that you are beating a 60-year-old man with a baton who is not of sound mind. And we had indicated to the court that we do have a recording, and albeit these are the four persons that the officers chose to charge and put before the court, they were not the only persons who were present and speaking up. And there's video recording that shows that. And a number of these persons have come and have indicated that they wish to come to court, so the court and the public can have a true understanding as to what transpired.
Thank you very much. Well said.
What? What? Please,